We are going to begin in 19th century Dickensian London at Christmas time in the home of the Peerybingle family. From composer Richard Jennings, book writer and lyricist Pam Winfrey, this is Cricket on the Hearth with Madison Genovese, Andy Collins, Jacqueline DeMuro, Eli Berry, Michael Mendelson, Amber Miller, and Jenica Cohen.
John and Dot's small home is warm with Christmas cheer. A candle can be seen in the window. A cricket sings merrily on the hearth.
Hear that, children? That is the luckiest sound in the world. If you can hear the cricket singing as though it does not have a care, then all is well. On this Christmas night it sings loud and clear, but it has not always been so bold. There was one Christmas, a Christmas long ago, when it sang, but not everyone heard the music in its voice. And there was a moment when it seemed to fade out altogether, and there was another moment when it had to sing for all it was worth. For if it didn't, all would have been lost.
Lights up on a carriage. Edward, disguised as an old man, sits in the back, apparently asleep. John climbs down. We hear the jangle of the tack and the clip-clop of the horse's hooves as John leads his horse to the barn.
Come on, lady. Time for some warm mash.
Lights up to reveal Dot and Tilly decorating a small Christmas tree. John enters.
I'm home. Hello, Tilly. Where's my Dot?
Here I am, ready for 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
She jumps into his arms and he hugs her fiercely.
Home is where the hearth is, where the twining of the heart is, where candlelight folds back the night, where fires glow, defeats no spite, where all is calm, where all is clear, a warm retreat, love's atmosphere.
I have a man who loves me dear.
And I, a charming Dot, who keeps the house in a fine fettle and keeps the kettle hot. How young she is, a proper girl.
And he a proper carrier, who carries things from to and fro, from hardware shops to
She
farriers.
welcomes me with candlelight upon the windowsill.
He carries loads upon his pack and feels the winter chill.
To look upon her upturned face is to see perfect domesticity.
There is no guile in a man like John, for his soul is pure simplicity.
When first we wed, I feared she'd think it was too much, like a bear. I thought she'd see me for what I am, with a head that's only hair. With no brains to fill it out, I feared she'd want a man who's smarter, but she's proven she loves me, dear, although I'm just a carter.
When first we met, I feared he'd think I'm just a girlish dear.
I feared she'd think I was too much like a bear. I thought she'd take me for what I am with a head that's only hairs. With no brains to fill it out, I feared she'd want a man who's smarter, and she's proven she loves me dear, although I'm just a Carter. Home is where the hearth is, where the twining of the heart is, where candlelight falls back the night, where fires glow, defeats no spite, where all is calm, where all is clear, all warm retreat, love's atmosphere, love's atmosphere. Home is where the hearth is. Where did that tree come from, I wonder? Just like the Queen's.
Like the Ace of Hearts and Queensberry's rules.
Oh, it is beautiful, isn't it, Tilly? Give the baby its treacle. There's a good nanny. It is a special treat for you, dear John, to celebrate the season.
No one's ever given me a tree before.
Many more to come, I hope. Let's make it a Christmas rite.
She scoops up baby and gives him to John.
Ain't he beautiful, John? Don't he look precious in his sleep?
The baby suddenly opens his eyes, startling John.
Whoa!
Oh, goodness, John, now you startle him.
You startle him. I think it was the other way around. Why, you gasp like a golden silverfish.
Silverfish, goldfish, little boldfish. Is it too hot to cold fish?
Tilly, I know you're making sense somewhere, but it ain't here.
Tilly pitches the child into the air and Dot calmly saves it from the fire.
Don't let the baby fall under the grate, Tilly, whatever you do.
Heyday! It's merrier than ever tonight, I think.
And it's sure to bring us good fortune, John. It always has. To have a cricket on the hearth is the luckiest thing in the world. What's this round box, John?
Now, don't you go start looking at those packages, Dot. There might be something in there for you.
Heart's alive! It's a wedding cake!
It is my belief that if you was to pack up a wedding cake in a tea chest or a pickled salmon cake, a woman would be sure to discover it.
Oh, it looks like it's 100 weights. Whose is it, John?
Read the writing on the side.
Why, John. My goodness, John.
Who would have thought it?
You mean to say that Tackleton, the toy maker, and May, my friend May.
Was it Tackleton, the toy maker's and May? May with her small toes and small shoes? Would it call a pastry cook for wedding cakes, and did its mother know foxes when the fathers brought them home?
But he's so old. He's even older than you, John.
Speaking of old, these old muscles could use your magic touch.
There's magic everywhere tonight, John.
She begins to massage his tired shoulders. Lights down on John and Dot. Up on the back of the cart where Edward lies waiting.
I wonder when he'll remember the most of human packages. Ugh, this beard. How do people stand them? A beard is like a girl. It itches when it's close. It scratches like a woolen coat. More trouble than a billy goat. She has me by my manly throat. It's clear I'm lost in love. night. I'll disappear without a fight. I'll disappear, and they'll never hear from me again. Lost in love. Sweet old John, how easily I pulled the wool over your eyes. Easier than pulling the wool over my own face, I'll wager. Ugh.
Lights back up on John and Dot.
You should put that in a bottle, Dot. I feel so much. Saints alive, I clean forgotten the old gentleman in the cart. I very nearly remembered him twice since I come in, but he went out of my head again.
Who, John? John exits to the cart to fetch Edward.
Hello? Rouse up! Come into the house and warm your bones. Hello? Hello? I said hello!
What? What did you say, Bello? Cello?
John enters the house with Edward.
You're such an undeniably good sleeper, sir.
Good evening, sir. You look chilled. Here, come and sit by the fire.
There, that's the way I found him, sitting by the roadside, up like a millstone, and almost as deaf.
If you please, I was left till called for, don't mind me. Left alone, all alone in the back of the carrier's cart, I was.
Oh, sorry, sir.
What?
I said I'm sorry.
Stir? Stir what? Oh, your daughter, my good friend?
Wife.
Niece?
Wife!
Indeed, surely. Very young. Baby yours? Girl?
Boy!
Oh, also very young, eh?
2 months and 3 days.
There's somebody at the door. Get it, Tilly.
Good day, John Peerybingle, and to you too, Mrs. Peerybingle. Handsomer every day. There's the devil of it. Well, I'm sure you've heard I too am joining the Married Men's Club on Christmas Day.
To May. My goodness, sir, you all right?
She can join the Young Wives Club. Her mother, Mrs. Fielding, and I have cooked up this stew, and it promises to be quite a meal.
Why, it's our wedding day too, our anniversary.
Oh, good, then we can all get together to celebrate.
We've arranged to keep our anniversary at home. We've made the promise to ourselves these past 6 months.
Bah! You two seem so comfortable together, so very happy. I need you to share as I declare my honor, love, and loyalty, my heartfelt harmony. I need you to care as with fanfare I promise to the world my fealty. I need your company, so my new wife will see the way that she is clearly supposed to be. So my new wife will know that honor and obeying is the thing for me. We're in the same boat and we must paddle down the husband river, you and I, like seamen, you and I. We'll prance down the road of marriage like 2 horses and a carriage, you and I, you and I. So that my wife will be as happy and contented as your Mary seems to be. So that my wife will see that marriage will be like a human symphony. Please, would you step upon that noisy pest that creaks so near the fire? Please, where you find its home and focus down and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch it. Please, kill its scratching voice, for it gives me gas. It fills me with such ire. Please, it is scraping down the length of my spine. So crunch, crunch, crunch it.
This man is as marmy as a flock of geese at killing time. They honk and scatter, mad as felting hatters. his wife will find her life is good as mine. Oh, but this man is like a child with a new toy he can't seem to figure out. He is not ready for the realities of marriage he should do without.
I'll be frank with you, Peerybingle. I want your wife to show my wife how to behave. Your wife tamps your pipe just so. I want my wife to tamp my pipe just so.
I'll tamp his pipe.
To have a young wife is to have prestige. And to have a young wife who honors and obeys like your wife, John, well, what more could a man ask for? She's like a good Irish setter.
A man who compares his wife to a dog should be chucked out the window.
You're comparing me to a dog, Mr. Tackleton.
Oh, not just any dog, Mrs. Peerybingle. An Irish setter. They are fine dogs and fine to look at as well. I have an idea. How about if I come to your Christmas Eve party tomorrow night? Doesn't May usually come with her mother? I will bring a large roast to contribute to the festivities, and it will be like one.
But this is my favorite party of the year, and it will be the last time I will be able to
Oh,
see May without...
it's settled then. Peerybingle, my cake, please.
Darling, what's the matter? Are you ill? What is it? Tell me, dear.
It's cold. I'm better, John. I'm quite well now.
Well, I hope my new wife doesn't have strange fits like that. Maybe it's something they grow out of. Maturity does have its pluses. Speaking of maturity, John, tell me, who is that with the grey hair? He would make a beautiful nutcracker.
He's an old gent I picked up along the side of the road.
Or a matchbox. Unscrew his head to put the matches in. Turn his heels upwards for the night. Oh, too bad he's just an old man instead of being something truly useful. Well, I must be going. So much to do. I have to get home and see how Caleb and that blind daughter of his are. They had better be hard at it. I left them with 7 Noah's Arks to finish. Caleb complains that he don't know how to make flies their size if he also must make elephants. But I'll chain him to the work table if I have to.
Tackleton exits.
Dear Dot, I don't know what's upset you. Are you ill? I'll ask him to go.
I beg your pardon, friend. Would you in your kindness offer to rent me a bed?
Yes, certainly. John, he can sleep in the nursery since baby is still in the crib with us. Please? We can't thrust him out on a night like this. Remember, it's almost Christmas.
But we don't know this old man. We don't know where he's from. We don't know anything about him, and there's something strange about him.
Hush, John.
Well, he's stone deaf.
I know he is, but please, John?
All right, but it goes against my instincts.
I'll make him up a bed directly, John.
She crosses to get blankets.
Did its mother make up its beds then? And did the hair grow brown and curly when its caps was lifted off and frightened your precious pets are sitting by a fire?
I wonder what frightened Dot, I wonder.
The bed is all made and ready for you. The bed, ready.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Dot exits with Edward. As soon as they are out of the room, she flings her arms around him.
Edward, you trickster, you! What do you think you're doing?
My beautiful young May married to that monster? That selfish, sour string bean? How preposterous, how wrong.
We must make this right, Edward. We must tell John.
No, Dot. This is our secret until I figure out which way the wind is blowing.
But I...
Please, Dot, I beg you, don't give me away. Maybe she loves him. Maybe for reasons I cannot fathom. She's decided that she prefers that sourpuss. Let me stay a stranger for a while longer.
But to keep this from John...
Our secret, just yours and mine. Please. You know how John is. He's not one for our secrets.
All right, Edward. But this does not sit well.
Dot enters the main room.
He's all settled. Warm as a tea cozy.
love's atmosphere. Home is where the hearth is.
Act 1, Scene 2. Lights cross-fade to the house of May and her mother, Mrs. Fielding. May is standing on a stool in her wedding dress, and Mrs. Fielding is pinning up her hem.
Stop fidgeting. Stand still, May. You're as fidgety as a 10-year-old boy.
I wish I were a boy. Then I wouldn't find myself in this ridiculous position, in this rented gown that reeks of onions. I should be a boy on a pirate ship.
Wear it and you'll like it. Mr. Bangletweet said it was one of their best. Be sure not to spill anything on it.
Please hurry, Mother. I can't wait to get out of this well-used Iron Maiden.
Just a few more pins. Ouch! See what I go through for you? Real blood?
Well, perhaps if you didn't start the day with
Don't start with me, May. It only ends in tears.
I can't do it, Mother. I can't. I just can't.
Now you listen to me, May. We are lucky you're not having a penny wedding. You have found a pocket full of money to marry, and I'm not going to let anything stand in the way of your happiness. How else will we keep the wolves from the door? How else will we keep from being dirt poor? How else will we keep from going off the deep end? Going round the wrong bend with nothing left to spend. Ruin this marriage, and you'll be the ruin of me.
How can I marry a man I hate, a selfish reprobate? How can I marry a man so dour, a man so sour he only glowers? If I ruin this marriage, I'll be free.
You're a selfish, spoiled chit with no thought for your own mother, who only needs a chair in the corner. You're a thoughtless, flighty twit who never thinks of others. I'll be dead in days, surrounded by my mourners.
Oh, Mother, you should be on the theatrical stage, for the sky is always falling, and death is always calling, and you are always squalling, so busy alcoholing. No wonder that you need me engaged. And what about my Edward?
Edward,
My Edward would never have left me for so long. Unless something had gone wrong, he wouldn't have left me. For we were meant to travel the world together, see the countries unfurled together. We were meant to travel on foreign trains, eat sticky rice and animal brains, trip up mountains, swim in glacial lakes, learn to speak Chinese, and eat ceremonial cakes. My Edward would never have left me for so long. Unless something had gone wrong, he wouldn't have left me.
he's dead. I'm sorry, but you should get it through your head. He's dead. And if it were me, I'd set him free.
All right,
All right, what?
I'll do it.
Good, because I've already paid for the dress.
Act 2, Scene 3. Much has happened. John has released Dot from her marriage vows. All seems lost. Tilly's world is coming apart.
Oh, if you please don't. My name might be Slow Boy, but it don't mean I am. I'm not slow nor a boy, I'm the Tilly you employ. Dot and John and Little Dash, don't be what the moms call rash. Don't be 'cause it makes pain, whirling like a hurricane. Don't jump in with heels and toes. Keep your face, keep your nose, keep your counsel, keep your head, keep the partner that you wed. Oh, if you please don't. My name might be Slow Boy, but it don't mean I am. I'm not slow nor a boy, I'm a tankard filled with joy.
Will you bring our baby to his father who's a stranger? Will you bring our baby ever once in a blue moon? Will you bring my sweetness to dandle on his knee, to play a game of patty cake and sing a nursery tune?
Dot and John and Little Dash, stop the cups from going crash. Stop it down from losing feathers. Stop this tiff and stay together. Dot and John and Little Dash, don't shave the beard or loud moustache. Save the souls beneath your shoes. Save the Christian, the Hindu. Save the marriage, saving grace. Save the dates, save the face. Oh, if you please don't. My name might be Slow Boy, but it don't mean I am. I'm not slow nor a boy, I'm the nanny you employ. Babies light with gas and grins, double luck, double chins. My heart will leak out of my feet. I'll become a parakeet if you two don't stay as one. I'll take the veil and be a nun. Oh, if you please don't.
All is well. John and Dot are reunited. Edward and May are married. We hear the cricket as it chimes into this merry affair.
Listen to the cricket, who has magic in his veins. It makes the fire brighter. When rain beats on the window pane, it makes a trigger finger. Release its grip upon the gun.